किसको? क्यों फैकल्टी नहीं है इसका कोई? नहीं, मैंने यशवंत को बोला हुआ है। हाँ, बोला हुआ है। कौन?
सर आपका सुशील सर, आपका ये माइक ऑन।
A very good morning to all the students, all the faculty members who have joined for the general elective optional presentation. I can also see Dr. Sharmishta has also joined. Namaskar, welcome ma'am.
Sir, I am audible?
Yes, you are audible.
So, thank you so much.
Actually, for all the students who have joined, please make a note of a very important announcement before we start the presentation of general elective optional. Today, we have a long day in terms of the presentations that you're going to see. The major announcement that I'm going to make today right now is regarding your selection of the general elective, mandatory, optional, deepening specialization, IDM, floating. So we have got the slot of 2nd September, which is tomorrow, 11 to 11:30 a.m. is the slot that has been given to NIF Mumbai campus. So all the students who were part of NIF Mumbai, during this 30 minutes time, you will get an opportunity to select your mandatory subjects, GE, your optional subject, GE, IDM, DS, and floating subjects. So please keep your network in such a manner that during these 30 minutes, there is no technical problem. You are sitting at a place where the internet connection is good, is fine, is speedy, because a lag of 30 seconds or maybe 1 minute, you will miss out an opportunity to select a subject of your choice. And that is something where even we will not be able to help you. So an official mail will come to all the students regarding this slot. I will not take too much of time because we have experts have also come here. But before I invite Dr. Sharmishta, I would like Professor Nitin Salve to explain you the process that how do you select your deepening specialization, IDM, floating, and general elective subjects using campus management system. So over to Professor Nitin Salve to please run the video and explain you how to do the selection. Thank you.
Good morning, students. I am Nitin Salve. I am unit in charge ERP in NIF Mumbai. CMS related all the activities is monitored by me. So today I am going to give you the information about NIF CMS, in which you are going to do the selection for the DS, IDM, floating, and G selection. So whenever I'm opening the web browser, any web browser, but I will suggest you open the Chrome, then type the cmsnif.com in the web browser, and then you will get a video main page. Just a minute here. This is cmsnif.com. Enter. Then you will get this page. Here you are going to do the you are going to select click here to CMS login option, July, December 2021. Click here, you will get a login page. Right hand side of this login page, you can see there are multiple links which will help you to guide you for the different kinds of informations. The first option is for the login for the student for G, DS, IDM and floating selection. Okay, if you will click this one, you will get this login page. You have to enter your unique ID, password, and you have to do the login. Okay. Now I am going to show you the videos of the IDM, G and DS selection. You will get all the CMS related videos in student user guide. When you will click this one, a list of videos will appear on a web browser. Here you can see the startup application form, mapping process. There are lots of different videos, offline fees for payment updation, then G, IDM, DS selection. Then you can see the orientation, CMS, login, and many other options are there. Okay. So, but here this is the important video for you for tomorrow. Here, this video will explain you how to do the G selection, IDM selection, and DS selection. I will open this. Once you will type the URL of the CMS NIFT, it will open the page. Here, click on the G selection. This one was the previous one. You can enter the username and password. Once you log in, if it is not selected, date is not applied or the subjects are not selected, then it will give you this kinds of message if date is over. Okay, then once you log in, you will get multiple options like G selection, deepening selection, IDM selection and floating selection. Click on the G selection, then you will get the list of the subjects, G optional and G elective, mandatory. Here you can select on the click and you will get the subject name and seat balance will be there. You can click on seat balance and you can select the subject. Once you select that one, you are allocated this subject. Then you can see at the bottom the subject name is appear and you had selected the slot of this subject. If you want to select another subject, you can select another subject also and the previous subject will be changed. You can do only one G selection and G mandatory and one optional. Okay. Then you can see here the subject name is changed at the bottom. Then at the right hand side, you are going to do the G mandatory selection. Click on that. Then that subject is allocated to you and it will show this at the bottom. So your selected subject list will be shown there. Then we are moving for the IDM selection. In IDM selection, you will click on IDM minus. You will get the list of the IDM subject list. Information is already there. You have the list of the subject here. Then at the bottom, you can click on the update. Then there are list of the sequence of the subject. You can do the sequence of the subject as per your requirement. What is your first priority, second priority and third priority. You can drag and do the preference selection. Click on the submit. Your preference selection is updated. Okay. Then DS selection. Click on the DS selection. Here also DS subject names will be available there. Click on the opening the preferences at the bottom. Then click on that. Then DS subjects is also you are going to do the select the preference. After doing the selection of the preference, save, and your all selection is done. So this is a simple process, and this video is available. You can check anytime. Then here the related to the floating subject. Floating subject, you can select any subject. It is in your department. Select the floating subject if you want, and then like this you can do the multiple subject selections for the different types of the selective types. So this is the general information about the GE IDM selection. Okay. And you can contact your department assistant if you have any query, or you can contact me on my email ID also. One more thing, you always remember all the videos are provided on the website. You can click on the user guidance and check the videos. Okay. Thank you. And
Thank you, sir. Hi. Good morning, everyone. So the first presentation that we have is for dance, classical dance, Odissi dance, and the resource person that we have today to give this particular presentation is Dr. Sarmishta Chattopadhyay. So I will request Dr. Sarmishta to start with her presentation. Ma'am.
Thank you, sir. And good morning to all present here. Thanks to CSA NIFT for giving me opportunity this semester for taking classes again. Actually, I am extremely sorry. My laptop is not working and my audio is not supporting me. So I am unable to show any presentation this time. But first thing I want to say, what is classical dance of India? So I think all of us know that there are now 9 classic. Previously, it was 8 classical dances, and now it is 9 classical dances in India. And what are they? And what are the importance of learning the classical dance? Or I would not say learning. I say just get an idea, overall idea about the classical dance. This is our 2000 years, that is around 2 BC, like that. Bharata Muni written one book, Natya Shastra. And Natya Shastra is all about performing arts, about paintings, music, all classical dances, stage decoration, costume, how to play the instrument, what should be the stage architecture, everything about the performing dance we get in Bharata's Natya Shastra. And from there, we get the idea of classical dances, recognized classical dances by the Sangeet Natak Academy. Just let me take the name. I think all of us know. The Kathak from Rajasthan, Jaipur side, and UP, mostly from UP. Second is Manipuri from Manipur, Odissi from Odisha, Kshatriya from Assam, Kuchipudi from Andhra, Bharatanatyam from Tamil Nadu, and Mohiniyattam and Kathakali from Kerala. And now, Chhau. Chhau is from Odisha, Bihar, and Bengal. This also included by the Ministry of Culture, India. So in this 11 days period, we'll not able to learn at least a bit of every dance. We just get an overall idea what is dance means. This is all about Indian aesthetics, our root, our tradition, everything, and this regional culture is also affected that particular classical dance of that particular region. So dance can give us flexibility, increase stamina, improves balance, provide healthy heart, and improve, the most important is concentration. Because during the dance, we at the same time using our expression, our listening skill through tala, our footwork, our body posture, our movement and hand gesture, mudras, everything at the same time on the stage. So it gives us using our brain fully and our concentration level improves. But not only the balance, stamina, healthy heart, more than that, it is about the balanced lifestyle. This is about the immense happiness, I would say that healthy lifestyle, because you are fit from body and from mind, both the ways, and stay connected to the roots. Our Indian aesthetics, our Indian tradition, our Indian music, everything, and dance is the expression which doesn't need any lyric, any script, only expression, only gesture. Yes, only gesture can express, only your body movement can express a total literature. So through this, dance can improve your expressive way of talking. During talking, you can overcome your stage fear through dancing, learning dance by performing it, by using your body, hand, expression, and everything. So there is an important thing is Navarasa. I always keep in my curriculum Navarasa. Navarasa is a 9 emotions of classical dance. The main 9 emotions written by again Bharatas, and it is from Bharata's Natya Shastra. Navarasa is firstly Sringara, the rasa about love. Second, Hasya, rasa about laughter. Karuna, rasa about shoka, grief. Veera, rasa about heroism. Raudra, rasa about anger. Bhayanaka, rasa about fear. Bibhatsa, rasa about disgust. And lastly, Shanta, rasa about tranquility. These all are the rasa, and our any emotions in a person, the main 9 emotions are there in Navarasa. You cannot find any other sort of emotions. It can be the part of the main rasa, but the main 9 expression you can learn from classical dance. And I always keep in my curriculum at the final submission a collage of 9 expression of my students, and they performed it beautifully. I always shared with my own dance student by the NIPS this collage. And you can see that within this 11 day, how could we learn a part of a dance also? So we just give the total idea of all classical dance, and then we will concentrate on the Odissi classical dance. Odissi is a dance from Odisha, and this is originated from the Devdasi Pratha and also from the boys of gymnasium, that Akhara boys. So Odissi is a beautiful dance form, very subtle movement, very lyrical, and the strong footwork. So we will give some idea, some steps about Odissi, and we end of our this session we composed a dance, a piece of dance or shloka based on Odissi posture, Odissi Angik. And it is a very interesting learning session. It will be, we will share some presentation, we will dance together, we will talk together, discuss together. We will discuss about the costume, jewelry, and aesthetics of all classical dance. That is your very interesting part of this session. And like this, every classical dance costume and jewelry has its geographical effect. And the movement also, like the Kerala, Mohiniyattam is all about the round movement, a round body movement. And this is because of that coastal area, there is lots of waves and the paddy field and the palm trees. So it affected always the movement of the dance, and their jewelry is the Kerala sari with bright golden jewelry. And from Odisha, it is about Sambalpuri silk sari, the traditional silk of Odisha, and the silver jewelry, the mainly the filigree work of Kathak. And in Kathak, there is lots of Persian effect in this costume and jewelry. There's anarkali, because the Mughal emperor nourished and nurtured this dance a lot. Though the Kathak's origin is absolutely from India, but it is nurtured by Mughal emperors, and for this there is lots of Persian aesthetics came into it. And about Bharatanatyam, again the golden jewelry, temple jewelry with the Kanjivaram sari. And the very interesting dance form is Kathakali. It's all about Aharya. Aharya is a type of Abhinaya where we discuss about the costume, jewelry, stage decoration, everything. So you know that Kathakali is with big mask, huge dress, and they changes their face color according to the color of the character. Like Hanumana is white, Rama is green, like this. And Kshatriya is about Assam silk. Like this, every part of India has their own handloom, own jewelry tradition, and they use in their particular classical dance. So that's all we will discuss, and I think I'll get very good students this year also, like I always get. And I will share all my presentation during my session. Today I am unable to, and I am extremely sorry for that. I think I just cover my curriculum. My curriculum will be the basics of all classical dance, few steps of Odissi, and all about the Abhinaya. There are 4 types of Abhinaya: Angika, Vachika, Aharya, and Sattika. Angika is all about the body movement, hand gestures, and Vachika is about the script. In the theater or cinema, we use this Vachika. There is a dialogues, scripts that we not use mainly in dance. In dance, our song or music used is called Vachika of dance. And Aharya is, I said already, that all about your Angaraga, that lape or jewelry, a costume, hairdressing, everything. And Sattika is the emotions or Navarasa or expressional movement. So we will discuss this Abhinaya, Navarasa, everything. And end of the session, we will compose a dance, a small piece of dance in a Odissi posture. So that is my target this year also. And I just want to introduce this time a Tagore's literature. Since it is the 80th death anniversary of Tagore, I want to compose Odissi in a Tagore's song or Tagore's literature, a small piece that usually I used to teach in a shloka, but this time I just, my wish is to teach in a small piece of Tagore's literature if CSE permits me. That's all. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your presentation. Next, we have Japanese as a language, which is being offered as a general elective optional subject. And for this particular presentation, we have with us Ms. Samreen. So I would request Ms. Samreen to start with her presentation for Japanese language. Ma'am.
Hello? Hello, everyone.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, you're audible. You can start.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Samrya. I would be teaching Japanese. Japanese is very interesting language. Apart from that being said, that is really very much difficult in the script part, okay, and grammar point. But no, but if the fun way if we learn, it's very much interesting. First, we would be learning the script. There are 3 scripts that we would be learning: Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. Hiragana and Kanji are really taken from the Chinese only script, okay. So Hiragana does help you by reading the kanji, because kanji is mostly like considered like fully Chinese one, so it's really hard to read sometimes. But due to it's written in the hiragana also, so it's very much easy to read it. Katakana is basically the foreign language. So here I have in a detail we have written the green ones are the katakana and the yellow ones are the hiragana. Katakana basically is the foreign language. If I want to say as examples, like Brazil becomes Brazil, Brazil, Spain becomes Spain, Italy becomes Italia. It's like computer becomes computer. So it's like easiest way. Katakana is the easiest one because we know the foreign words very much easily. So we would be learning through the stroke order, hiragana, katakana, as well as some important kanji, which is like day-to-day activities. Apart from that, we would be learning the honorifics. Okay, in India, as we say in every with the name, like we use for the polite way, G. Okay, so here in Japanese also they follow the culture and tradition very much well. So in depending upon the person, whether they are superior, junior, or a child or lovable person, they use the honorifics. So we would be learning that, and family chart as well, and how to coordinate like in a simple sentence way. That would be also would be there. We would be learning Aisatsu, that means greetings. Greetings are the must in the day-to-day activities of the Japanese culture. So there would be mainly more greetings I would be providing for the survival phrases. And mostly if you are like an anime fan, so you would be familiar with some of the words also, like konnichiwa, arigato, sayonara. So they are the family words which we always hear it. So there are more mainly like 30-40 words which would be the day-to-day activities in the survival phrase that we would be mainly focusing on that. So apart from that, we would be learning introduction and numbers, calendars, and date times. So I would be providing like PPT and even the video to video, like the lecture would be going on. So here are the like the numbers, and we would be with the help of numbers, the calendar and times, we would be learning it because it's very much similar. So days and weeks and calendars, everything, we would be learning it. And apart from the simple sentence structure, like to introduce yourself, like I am so and so, my age and my age and my designation and everything, that would be covered up in the basic language course only. And we would be learning how to say the time or arcs or location and everything in it. And I would be giving you the examples also, which is really very much good. And some small activities also we would be conducting, like to figure it out which anime or like a movie or their culture, like they are famous for their fans and kimono dressing and everything, that we would be be has a we would be like talking about this a lot in this 11 days period. So I would be providing you the tasks like tongue twister and how they pronounce it, their songs and everything. Maximum to maximum, the like 11 days, we would be like talking more about like Japanese culture and the sentence structure, how they say. So the grammar points of view very much easy because it's similar to our Hindi grammar. That's why. So so we would be learning the particles. Particles are mainly like va, no, ga, o, ni, a. So limited particles are there compared to the English one. So we would be learning deeply about this, and a small sentence you can able to like say it. Like I like an apple. I don't like it. I want to go to Japan. I wake up at so and so time. So you can able to like properly communicate in this way to the Japanese person or to the Japanese who love it, or to the person who loves the Japanese. So we would be having a conversation session also. So, and I would be providing some small conversation of the day-to-day activities that you can really introduce in your life and you can say to your friends who love it. So apart from that, I would be providing you all the vocabs and nouns and adjectives and verb list also. And we would be having a video to video session. So all the queries about the basic Japanese would be solved in that way. Some of the lectures may be for PPT also. So I would be providing that also if you have still not finding like hard to pronounce, because Japanese is the pronunciation level is really very easy. And I would be providing you examples and everything. And Japanese about the culture, we would be talking like culture means bunka over there. So the similarities between Indian and Japanese culture, and they are famous, so what they are famous for, that we would be talking about. Some activities would be related to the Japanese, famous for the animation that have said earlier. So in that activities mostly would be about anime sometimes, like their song or their characters popularity and give example on that. So with this all things would be covered up in the session round. And there would be a location formation, like if you go to the like bus station, or like if you go to the ticket counters, how you going to like say the small talk conversation I would be providing in the basic sentence. So in the basic Japanese session, this all would be covered up. So it's not like the only like I am and you are sentence. There would be more like there is, over there, or like this is, or like verb sentences, like I want to go, I don't want to go, or I like, I don't like, I'm good at. This all would be covered up in the, I will try to cover up all this in the basic, not to be like very much hard in the grammar, but if this all would be covered up itself. And we would be learning all the calendar and times and dates and the age and everything, how they say it in a formal way and informal way also. So mainly there are two forms of speech. So it's like a polite way, general form, we would be learning it, and informal way also, that you can talk with your friends. So, and the body structure and everything, this all would be provided in the Japanese class. Apart from this, we would be learning about the Japanese art also, what they are famous for, and a small really, if you're like interested in the Japanese art way, so that I would be also giving you a thought of it. And various about the what they are famous for, that would be we would be talking a lot in the session in this 11. I would be like mostly giving a small like talks about like what they are famous for, and what they are like in the future they are really good and everything. So this all would be like covered up in the basic one. So this is the verb part which we will be learning in a detailed way. So in the all the tenses form we can able to like speak. So it's like the first example I've written like to meet. So like whom you meet, why you meet, and where are you going to meet. This all would be covered up in basic. So basic means like not like simple basic, but it would be more like that you can able to communicate and have a conversation with them. And you can able to like find it more easier if you like want to like learn a bit deep more. So as I say, Japanese is not that much hard, that's been really sad, but it's really very much easy and interesting way. So we would be learning mostly hiragana, katakana, and kanji would be like our 60 to 70 kanjis we would be covering up totally. There would be reading conversation session also. And the basic sentence structure also. Apart from that, some activities would be conducting and everything. And I will try to really be all the grammars which I want to really focus on it. I will try to conduct all that in the within the 11 days period. Hope so. This would really help to all the students, and this time also that would be a good student. I just hope for it. Okay, so this all I want to really say about it. The Japanese. Hope so, sir. And hello.
Hello,
So
ma'am.
yeah,
You are done with the presentation?
yes, I'm done with my presentation. Thank you for this.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Samri.
Yeah.
Next presentation that we have is of Latin dance. So for that, the resource person that we have is Candy Jacinto. Candy has been conducting classes in Latin dancing for almost last 14 years in Mumbai. And Candy has commendable experience in social and Latin dance, American dancing. And she's trained in various Latin American dances by international instructors and institutions. And they have conducted training workshops for various corporates like Reliance, for Amity University, HSBC, various other colleges also. So I would request Candy to start with the presentation.
Hi, can you all hear me?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, okay. Candy, unfortunately, is not available today. Basically, me and I am Sydney D'Souza. Okay, me and Candy basically take the Latin dancing G subject. Okay, we have been taking it for the last 6 batches. So I will be conducting this presentation. Okay, I'll just share my screen with you guys. Okay, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, fine. Basically, we teach Latin dancing. Latin dancing basically comes into the partner dancing category. Okay. And there are various dances that comes into this Latin dancing category. Some dances, that is the type of Latin dances basically most of the people know is salsa, chive, rock and roll, cha-cha. Then there is bachata, which is as of now, which very much happening all across the world. And there is one kizomba, which is happening all across Europe. Okay, so basically we will be teaching salsa and bachata in the Latin dancing G subject, that which we have already done in the past. Okay, now the benefits of Latin dancing. First and foremost, it improves your social life a lot. What happens is you meet lots of people. Okay, when you go to a class, you meet lots of people, you make new friends, you interact with people on a day-to-day basis at the social level. It helps you to beat your shyness. Some people are really introvert. They really don't know how to talk or meet people. It becomes easier for a person to relate to a stranger in a social gathering. Basically, with dancing, it always helps sharpen your mind. Okay, when you're dancing with a partner, there are a lot of things that goes into the a person's mind. So it helps you make split-second decisions. Okay, it helps you to follow the patterns of your dance partner. Okay, more style that comes to your dancing. Third is the most important thing. It is always said dancing reduces stress. Yes, Latin dancing obviously will reduce a lot of stress. In an hour of dancing that a person attends, a class that a person attends, the full focus is only of what's happening in the class. Learning the steps, how to do your footwork, how to place your hands, styling. So what happens is a person forgets all the problems or whatever issues, personal or professional, that they have for that particular 1 hour. And they feel fresh at the end of the hour, saying that, okay, fine, I was away from my problems. I was away from my tension. So it really, really helps a lot in reducing stress. Cultural experiences. Latin dancing basically comes from the Latin countries, that is the South American countries. Okay. Basically you get an idea, you learn new culture. Every dance form is basically a cultural experience. Why the dance form is done, why the basic step is done, what is the music all about, So there's a lot of things that goes when a person learns Latin dancing. Obviously, your personality, your outlook also undergoes a change. Okay, you think differently. You try to keep up to the styling that is required as far as Latin dancing goes. And considering that, most of the students will be into fashion designing, something related to fashion. There are a lot of things that ideas can be picked up from these type of Latin dances into their day-to-day work wherever it is possible. Okay. Prerequisites is absolutely for non-dancers. You don't need to have a dancing background. There is a myth that everybody feels that only a professional dancer or experienced dancer can get into partner dancing. No, even a lay person, a beginner, can do it. We have in our classes a 70-year-old man learning Latin dancing. Okay, some people feel, oh, this is only for girls. No, even boys can do it. In fact, non-beginners, non-dancers, the beginner boys, take to this particular dancing like crazy. They just come and they love this type of dancing. Partner is not required. A person can learn this dancing solo also. You really don't require a dedicated partner to learn these dance forms. Third is lifts and drops. When people think of salsa, they feel that it's all about lifts and drops. Lifts and drop steps happens always in a competitive level or a performance level. At the social level dancing, okay, it doesn't happen. Okay, it's basically social dancing steps on a normal to normal person where even a normal person can do it. Okay, so these are the basic prerequisites that a person should be having. The third thing, like I said, was like, as far as Latin dancing and fashion goes, you get new fashion ideas. I have shown you these photographs here, the ladies' costumes that are there. Okay, you get an idea about how the competition costumes happen. You experiment with these ideas. Obviously, all these ideas about costumes and everything comes from a basic knowledge of culture. So once you understand the culture, okay, you get an idea of all these fashions. Okay, now I'll just put across some few pictures, okay, of the sessions that we had conducted previously in online as well as offline, just before the first lockdown, as also during the lockdown. Okay, so you get to see how students were actually learning. Okay, this is the picture on the left hand side. It shows you on a in class training, and the picture on the right hand side basically is again online training via Zoom. Okay, this is one more picture you get. I'll just play the video. Preferably, I guess you'll be able to. Okay.
One, two, three, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
I guess y'all are able to see the videos. Can somebody say yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So these are the videos that we had conducted while we were conducting these G Latin subject in college. This is the next video that I'm sharing is basically what was done online. Okay, I'll play the next video that was basically Jive. Okay, and here there is one boy who's doing it. Based on the previous experiences and the previous 6 batches that we had taken, okay, I can guarantee you that practically every student were enjoying. If you see the picture on screen, there used to be during those times around 70 to 80 students in one batch. And it was fun teaching. The students used to also have fun learning these dance forms, and they have also excelled dancing socially at lots of events and performances. Lots of students from NIFT later on actually started performing at outside events after learning these dances from them, from us. Okay. So definitely the deliverables, lots of learning to do, lots of cultural knowledge, lots of dance knowledge. It's fun, exciting, and I hope you all will enjoy this GE this year also. Yeah, that's it for my presentation.
Thank you, Sydney.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Sydney, a very good presentation. The videos have added the charm and more clarity to all the students, I think.
Is that Rashmi?
Yes, Sydney.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Okay.
I like your videos.
Thank you. Okay.
So next we have English language, and the resource person is Miss Sophia Credo, and Sophie ma'am has more than 20 years of experience and has been associated with various industries like airline, hospitality, schools, etc. And she is associated with NIFT right from we started off with these GE modules. So Sophia ma'am, over to you.
Very good morning to you all. Thank you, Shankalina, for that lovely introduction. To begin with, I would like to put across that it's been an honor and a privilege to be a part of NIFT once again. And I'm looking forward to having a great session. Let's start off with the presentation. I would like to share my presentation with you. Just hold on. Okay. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible and your PPT is also visible to us.
All right. Okay. As we all know that English has been considered a global language and is spoken and understood by majority of people all around the world. It being one of the languages which is used very commonly, we are going to go into of course, we all do speak English, but taking it to the next level is what I am going to be teaching you. Now, before we start off, communication skills is an ability to express our ideas, thoughts, and opinions clearly, concisely, and confidently. So what we're trying to do is communicate in the best possible way. So that's through using the importance, the 4 basic language skills, which are the most important in the English language, which is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. They are the core of the English language, which they're integrated together. So it becomes a very important part. As much as listening and speaking are important, so is reading and writing. So the skills which come under receptive skills, receptive is receiving, is listening and reading. And the skills which come under productive is speaking and writing. Now in the receiving skills, that's listening and reading, that's you take in, you receive. But much more important is also the productive, which is also active. It's also known as active. It's expressing yourself out, and that's speaking and writing. The first, the most important, which which is the ability to listen. Many of us take it as a very important part of our lives. And they say it's great to be a good listener. Why is it so? Because it's the ability to receive the messages clearly from people, or when you listen, it's supposed to be the best and the effective way of communicating. Without listening effectively, many a times it happens that the messages could be misunderstood. So as part of our listening skills, we're going to have a lot of activities which is going to be done throughout the sessions, and you will be able to understand pronunciations of from different countries, which makes it easier for you to interpret and understand it better. Okay. Then we go on to speaking skills. In case of speaking, it's supposed to be effective because it's the power of the way you speak which can change people's thoughts and views. So using the right combination words and gestures can inspire people through your speaking skills. So in speaking skills, we're going to also be having a lot of activities in terms of debates, group discussions, just general conversation, so we can have a proper interaction with each other. And of course, most of all the language skills are going to be used a little advanced so that you're aware and you're understood better. Then among all the skills comes body language, gestures, expressions, and sign language. Why do you think it's important? Because it's an unspoken element of communication. It's also known as non-verbal communication. What do we do with that? It reveals mainly with our body language and the way we express ourselves without using any communication. It expresses our feelings and our emotions. So it's so important that we use our body language, gestures, and expressions in the right way. Your body language can help you engage your audience and be confident and relaxed when you understand each gesture and body language you use. It's also, in a lot of ways, it's your eye contact, your posture also shows how confident you are. And that will allow you to connect with people speaking the language too at the same time. We come down to reading skills. Now, reading, of course, it's equally important. As I said, they're all correlated to each other. So reading strengthens and it gives you more knowledge. It improves your vocabulary and your communication. It helps you to build a better self-image because you are getting more knowledge. You're able to speak about it when you are in public. You can discuss, you can speak because you're reading and you're getting more information. And of course, with reading skills, there are a positive side to your writing skills too, because you get more creative with your ideas. So again, it enhances your knowledge and also gets you to become more creative in your writing skills. So again, each of the language skills are going to be taken deeper, and we're going to be having more activities on it so that you learn much more than what you've learned earlier. And the last is writing skills. So in writing skills, of course, like the others, it's also an important part of communication. It helps you to improve your grammar, your vocabulary, your punctuations, your spellings, which is essential, of course, for your college work, your class work, whenever you go to your workplace. If you're planning to write articles, blogs, that would help you to improve your writing. It also triggers off your communication and your thinking skills. So you basically, when you start writing, you start expressing yourself more in terms of writing. Then we would do the basics of English grammar. That's noun, pronoun, adverb, adjective, verb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So we have the 8 parts of speech, which is going to be taken to the intermediate and the advanced level. And finally, to overall sum it all up, we've got the activities during the program, which would be group discussions, role play, impromptu speeches, different styles of creative writing, audio and visual exercises, and the final would be evaluations on each of them from the first day of your class, which would be more of participation and interaction, which would be an added advantage for yourself. So hoping to have a wonderful class and a great session with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I am Sangeeta Das Chaudhary and I'm associated with Fashion Design Department. I'm your anchor faculty for the subject GE Optional French. So for this subject, we have Mrs. Shanti Rajgopal as our resource person. She has been associated with NIFT for this particular subject from 2018. So you can say from the time GE started, this particular subject started, ma'am has been taking this subject throughout all the semesters. It's around more than 11 years now that ma'am has been teaching this subject. So she started learning this subject because of her daughter, but her interest got her to this level. She has completed her degree in French from Alliance Française, which is a certified institute of France. She was associated with Don Bosco School from around like 5 years before she got associated with NIFT. So right now she works with NIFT, as well as she is also working with 2 other activity centers with regards to French only. Now I will request Shanti ma'am to take over and present to you people how this subject will be conducted. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, we can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself.
Thank you, Sangeeta.
Okay, ma'am. Should I share the screen?
Yeah. Bonjour tout le monde. So this is hi from Shanti, and this is Shanti Rajgopal for French. And it has been a great journey with NIFT all these years, and hopefully to continue in the future too. Yeah, Sangeeta, can you please present?
Yes,
Ma'am, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Immediately for meeting.
So this is Shanti Rajgopal. Bonjour. Bonjour is hi in French. And can I have the second slide, Sangeeta? So as you all know, this learning languages enhances your ability to multitask, and it improves your memory too. So I'm sure you'll definitely enjoy learning this language. And French is the second most widely learned foreign language after English, and the 5th most widely spoken language in the world. Can I have the next slide, Sangeeta? So it's a world language, and it is fun to learn this language, and it's a language of culture, as you all are interested towards the cuisine, French cuisine and other things. So French is the international language of cooking, fashion, theater, the visual arts, dance, and architecture. And it has got lots of, as you're all in this fashion industry, it has got lots of mark, that is brands. So by learning this language, you'll be in a position to pronounce the brands or mark in the similar way as they do. And it has produced lots of celebrities like artists and other people, whether it is a painter or whether it is a fashion designer. So how Mumbai is the city for fashion in India, Paris is the city in France. So it will be very useful for your profession to go along with this language. And it's of course, you have got lots of opportunities in the international job market. And So it is a language for travel too. France is the world's top tourist destination and attracts more than 87 million visitors a year. So the ability to speak even a little French makes it so much more enjoyable to visit Paris and all the regions of France, and offers insights into France's culture and way of life. French also comes in handy when traveling to French-speaking parts of the world, and a language for higher education too. Speaking French opens up opportunities to study at renowned French universities and business schools, ranked among the top higher education institutions in Europe and the world. And it's a language for learning other languages. French is good, is a very good base for learning other languages, especially Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, and Romanian, as well as the English, since a significant percentage of English vocabulary is derived from French. So the few mark or brands which you come across is Lanvin, then Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent. So all this Christian Dior, so Jean Paul. So all this are French brands, and yeah, you'll have fun learning the language. Next slide, please. So this is English vis-a-vis French. Vis-a-vis itself is opposite. It's a French word. So this is face-to-face, opposite, you can say. Visage is a French word for face. So it is face-to-face, and without our knowledge, we have been using lots of French words. For example, only the pronunciation differs. It is the same spelling, in fact. So it is restaurant, RSVP, chic, haute couture, déjà vu, chauffeur-driven car, we used to say critique. So all these things are derived from French. As I've told you before, English vocabulary is derived from French. Lots of almost many, you can find many words, grand, that is grand. So all these words are from French. Without our knowledge only, we have been using all these days. And so we'll be dealing with, we will be starting as in English and Japanese, they said. We'll be doing the family chat, greetings, conjugations. Conjugations means solving of verbs, which helps you to make the sentences, and week, days, month names, colors, clothing. So everything we will be taking care during this 10-day session. And we will have lots of activities involving like reading, writing, listening, speaking skills. And we'll be playing some memory games to improve your language. So, and as in Hindi, French has also got the genders. So you will be differentiating between the masculine and feminine. And it is more like mathematics too, because you have got lots of formulae for in formation of the sentences, which makes you easy, which keeps you doing perfectly without any mistake. Then I've been enjoying this interaction with the NIF students and will continue to do so. So now, because of the online classes, we might have some, but I'm sure I'll make it more interactive, and the discussions will be valuable. And so these things will be, and I'll be periodically sharing of YouTube videos, which makes you to feel the language and learn quick. So the professor, in fact, it is also a French word, and activities will be for singing, dancing, then yeah, Sangeeta, you can go for the next slide. So we'll be dealing with lots of grammar, and présentez-vous is present yourself. So within 4 days of the session, you'll be in a position to present yourself, and you can describe any person, like in short description, you'll be able to describe anybody. And there will be a dialogue writing too between the client and the cake shop, client and the tailor, client and the vêtements, that is the clothing, that shop, clothing shop, and it's a discussion between friends. So we'll be covering all those dialogues, and we'll be doing the message writing also, which will be in future. So mostly we'll be doing the present tense, future, and future for writing some messages, 2-3 lines. And we'll be doing some comprehension. Comprehension is a short passage which improves your reading skills, as well as writing the questions related with that. So everything will be, hopefully it will be fantastic for you too. And it has, as I said before, it has been a great journey with NIFT, and hopefully to continue the same. Thank you, Sangeeta. Merci. Next.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next slide, Sangeeta. The last one. Yeah. This is Merci. Merci is thank you. Ova is see you. Abhianto, see you soon. Bonjour is have a nice day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Ova.
Hello, Benny, are you there? Hello? Hello? Yeah. Hi, Benny, you can, hello? Can you hear me? No, I can't hear you.
Lippy, we can hear you.
No, I can't hear Benny. He's asking me if I can hear him or not.
No, we can't hear Benny.
Ma'am, I think he is not in panelist only. Yes, I can't see his name in the panelist. But he is messaging.
Yeah, he's messaging.
Yeah, he's not in the panelist list. Tell him to join another link, Lippy, the other panelist wala link.
Benny, you joined the other link. Chaya, I don't know, Chaya only sent him the link. Yeah, try the other one. Yeah. Is Chaya around? Can she call him once? I don't know.
Benny has joined. Lippy,
Okay.
Benny has joined.
Okay.
Benny, are you able to share your screen, or can you hear us?
No, he doesn't have a presentation. He's just going to talk. But can you talk once, Benny?
Yeah, so that we confirm that
Hello?
His device hasn't detected the microphone.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he's not able to speak.
So now?
No, he will have to keep that option on his device to join with the audio on.
Okay,
something like
join with audio. I myself have no idea, but you have to you have to say join with computer audio like that. Benny? Hello? Chaya is coordinating with him. Just give me 2 minutes. Rashmi, can you see him now?
Oh, hi,
Yeah,
Vicky,
he's
can you hear
there.
me?
I can see him. Yeah, see, we could
Yeah.
hear him also. Yeah, Benny?
Yeah, sorry about the technical glitch.
Yeah.
There was a problem in the beginning. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. So
Can I?
guys, now Mr. Benny Thomas will take you through whatever will be covered in the Spanish G optional. And he's also been associated with NIFT for the past 3 years now. And the Spanish sessions is always full and full of excitement and enthusiasm. So more from Benny himself. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. And I'm really sorry about the technical glitch in the beginning. Yeah, so I'm going to teach all Spanish for this session, for a span of in a span of 10 days. Yeah, it's an interesting language. Definitely, it's very musical, and I'm going to cover the same things like what is going to be done in other languages. But Spanish is really special because it's all about music. It's all about La Fiesta. It's all about movies. It's all about the Spanish series. I haven't made a presentation for today because I'm going to use all the presentation and all the slides and all my notes during the lectures. So there's going to be a lot of attention on grammar, building sentences, conjugations, understanding texts, writing letters, and listening to music. Definitely, the Spanish language without music and songs is meaningless. So during the course of this entire 2-week period, we are going to listen to a lot of songs. And for all the batches till now, I believe in that it's important for the students to use the language and to write something in the language they're learning. So we do have a habit of or a practice of creating a WhatsApp group, and then we share everything in the language that we learn. So in the beginning, it's going to be a bit difficult, maybe the first 2-3 days, but then I'm sure by the end of it, each one of you all will definitely be able to give a brief description of himself or herself. And even during the term, the final assignment that I have checked so far, it's all about creativity that you all have shown. I'm sure even this batch will do the same. Yeah, so it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be something new. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be more about the lifestyle in Spain, how the Spanish culture and the Spanish food is what the Spanish food is all about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this session, and I hope you all definitely be able to learn something from this and I'm sure it's going to be exciting. So buena suerte, all the best, and I'm looking forward to the sessions then. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Lippy.
Thank you,
Gracias.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Next, we have a presentation for psychology as a subject as G optional, and I would request Ms. Janki to start with the presentation.
Thank you so much. My name is Janki Band, and I'll be the resource person for GE Psychology. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. Before I begin my presentation, I would like to introduce myself. I have done my master's in clinical psychology from MSU Baroda and postgraduate diploma in guidance and counseling from Ferguson, Pune. I have my level 1 and level 2 certification in rational emotive behavioral therapy from Albert Ellis Institute, India. I have my own practice under the name Soch Counseling and Training, and I'm also on the panel of online counselors with Prafulta Don Bosco. So with that, let us have an overlook of what the course content is. Introduction to psychology, that is what is psychology, what the subject is all about, because I still feel that there's a lot of misconception when it comes to psychology, like, you know, psychologists can read mind or faces, or we come across these psychology says WhatsApp messages and videos. I'm sure we all must have come across them, you know, like the people who smile the most are in really lonely and sad. So I really hope that by the end of these few classes, you should be able to call out on such fake messages at least. And we'll also learn different theories and stages of psychological development of an individual. Adolescence, like certain issues or challenges that are very unique to this stage of development and how it affects the sense of self of an individual. Procrastination and time management, communication skills, social psychology, wherein the interdependence of an individual and society, how a person's attitudes are formed, how stereotypes are formed, how the attitudes can be changed, modified. Addiction and its management, wherein what are the different types of addiction, the addiction cycle, and basic management of substance dependence and behavioral addictions. Cognition and intelligence, stress management, and abnormal psychology. So basically, what are the psychological disorders, basic understanding and destigmatization of these disorders. And so basically, I do not expect that by the end of my course, the students will start diagnosing or treating psychological disorders, or they will start evaluating the personalities of everybody around them. But I just hope that by the end of these 10 or 12 classes, there is a basic understanding that these students develop towards themselves and towards people around them, you know, like maybe to go from why would you do that to okay, yeah, I get it, right? So this is what the course content is all about. And the transactional methodology, so basically we is a very hands-on subject. In the class we would do handouts, and I would pass on a lot of questionnaires, and we would have group discussions, and you know, a lot of activities. Now we've tried to do everything online, so we are still going to have all these activities. The learning material that I used to provide in hard copies, I've tried to convert everything into soft copies and Google Forms, right? So there will be handouts and worksheets. And the assessments, the midterm will be after the 6th session. I think this time around, if it is 10, then it will be somewhere around the 5th session. After the 5th session, there will be a midterm assessment of 30 marks. After around the 10th session, there will be another end term assessment of 30 marks. And the final submission would be of 40 marks. So this is how the assessments will look like, and they will be continuous. They'll be based on the overall participation, attendance of the students. There'll be MCQs, which will be based on the classes that you've attended. You know, all the discussions we have, we'll have a group activity as well. So all this will be shared with you on Google Forms and your classrooms. So once we have a list of all the students and their details, we usually go ahead and make a WhatsApp group, and all the Zoom class link and your Google Forms and your study material, I always share it on the group as well as on email. So you will have access to all of it. And yes, with that, I'm really looking forward to see you all in the next class. And if anybody has any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Rashmi Gulati, and I would be the faculty anchor for your GE optional yoga techniques. So I will share the presentation. Before that, I would like to introduce your faculty. Since we have with us Ms. Smita Shetty, who would be taking the subject this semester. As always, she's been taking in the past. So she's a yoga practitioner for almost 20 years with a diploma in yogic science and yoga therapy. She has a master's degree in Yogastra, and she has done her level 3 certification from Ministry of Ayush. She's been associated with MIFT from past 4 years, since the time the yoga curriculum has been started, and she's been also very instrumental in developing the curriculum for the GE optional. And in addition to this, she has her regular classes group as well as personal classes in Chembur. So because of a lot of public demand, we have 2 batches of yoga in the past so many years. Always the 2 batches of yoga was running as a GE optional. So we also have another faculty, Dr. Niranjan Patel, who would be taking another batch of yoga, and he's done his, he's doctorate, and he's done his practice in yoga techniques only. So I would now request and welcome Smita ma'am to take it further and give insights on how the curriculum will be executed and what all things would be taught in yoga. Smita ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Rashmi ma'am, for that introduction. Let me tell you a little about yoga now. Yoga, as we all know, is a very common thing now. It's become very famous after Sri Narendra Modi has introduced the International Yoga Day. Let me give you a brief introduction of what yoga is all about. Now, yoga comes from a Sanskrit word, yuj, that is unification. It means union. Now here, union is union of your body, mind, and your soul. It's a spiritual practice which was practiced by our sages, which was done from thousands of years, originated in India, and then it went on, it's been spread all over the world now. There are many forms of yoga which started out as a spiritual practice for the growth of ourselves. That is, the ultimate goal of yoga is samadhi, or to attain the ultimate bliss. But for householders like us, we look at yoga as a form of practice where we try to understand our body and our mind. It is aimed at understanding how our body functions and how we can enhance the quality of our life by the practice. It is praised worldwide as, usually it's looked at only as a physical practice because that's what has been propagated more than the other aspects of yoga. There are many aspects of yoga, but in our curriculum, we will be learning one aspect of it that is called Hatha Yoga. Now, this Hatha Yoga is more of a physical practice, which is in relation to asanas, pranayams, mudras, bandhas, and meditation. Now, these are the aspects that we will be looking at. Now, asanas improve your flexibility. It's a physical practice where we're looking at all the physical aspects of our body, which you're looking at the strength, you're looking at the flexibility, you're looking at the range of motion and improving your posture. All these aspects come into the physical practice. That's the asana practice. We're also looking at the mental aspect of it. When you talk about mental aspect, it's to reduce the stress levels. The impact of these asana practices are going to have on the physical and the mental level. So you're looking at reduction of stress. It also has an effect on our subtle body inwards. That is, your stress level comes down, fatigue, depression, lowering your anxiety. All these aspects are looked after when you're looking at the subtle aspect of yoga. It also helps in energizing you. When you're doing all these practices, you're energizing your moods, you're increasing your mental capacity, your alertness, your enthusiasm. All these has an effect. All this comes under the subtle aspects of yoga. We also will be learning something about pranayam. Now, pranayam are basically breathing practices. Now, pran is the energy that we have, the vital energy which runs through our body. It's like a network of energy that runs through all the subtle nadis through our body. Now, these nadis can be roughly related to the systems in our body. When you do pranayamic practices, what you are doing is trying to energize yourself or have the maximum utilization of the energy to all the parts of the body. That is what pranayam is doing. Now, these basic practices of pranayam help in the system, the nervous system as well. They are trying to create a balance between your sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system, thereby creating a balance and energizing yourself, thereby living a full and enthusiastic life, full of energy and optimum life that you can live. Then the other aspect that you're going to be learning is about meditation. Now, meditation is also about, again, the subtle body. When meditation, when you learn yoga practices, we are going from out to in. So you start with the physical practices first, then you look at your breathing practices, and then you go into the meditation part of it, where through meditation, you get mental clarity, you get an internal awareness about how your body is and how your mind is functioning. Now, when you look at meditation, you're also looking at the mental well-being of it. You're trying to connect to your self through a mental level. These are the benefits of doing yoga. Now, in our curriculum, we'll be learning at the subtle aspects of the basic pranayams will be done, the basic asanas will be done, and we will be also doing basic meditation. These are the things that are going to be covered in the 10 sessions that we will be doing in yoga. Now, through the branches of yoga, I have chosen Hatha Yoga because that is supposed to be a basic level where you start with. So Hatha Yoga will include all the basic pranayams that are supposed to be done, all the basic asanas and basic meditation aspects. Now, this is the curriculum that is going to be covered in these 10 sessions. As far as the assessment goes, there will be 3 assessments. The first assessment will be of 30 marks, second also of 30 marks, and the last, the end term jury will be of 40 marks. This will be covered through practicals, there'll be a viva, and there'll be an assessment as well through assignment submissions. Now, as you all know, yoga is more of a practical thing. So the theory will be about just 10% and the rest 90% will be practical sessions. So through the classes, we will be doing practical sessions where you will be learning to do yoga as well as performing other pranayamic practices and the meditation practices. This is how it's going to go. As far as theory is concerned, all the notes will be given to you all through WhatsApp. I'll be sending all the notes through PDF formats through the WhatsApp. It'll be an online session, so there are no handouts given. Everything will be done through online sessions only. So all the PDFs, everything will be shared, videos and everything will be shared through WhatsApp. So this is how the curriculum will go. I have been doing this for about 4 years, like Rashmi ma'am said. I've enjoyed thoroughly all these last 4 years. I've had a wonderful time with the students. It's a different experience actually, teaching students and taking my regular classes where you have children interacting with youngsters who are really enthusiastic to learn the new aspects, because the yoga has been very well known nowadays. So they're very eager to learn what exactly yoga is about. And I must tell you that I've got very good feedback and they have responded very well. The sessions have helped them a lot in calming them down, getting the maximum out of it through the pranayamic practices to lead a healthy life, to know what they can do when they have minor ailments, or to come out of it, or even to make them subtle, as in the age is such that you are very enthusiastic and there is always a lot of energy. You don't know what to do with the energy. So yoga helps you channelize that energy in the right direction. So you get a maximum out of that energy and you're using it to your full potential. So looking forward to another great session with NEFT with all you students. Thank you. In case you all have any queries, I'm ready to answer them.
Thank you, Smita ma'am. And students, I assure you will really have a great session. It would be a life learning and you would, get into the practice of it. I am also Smita ma'am's student, though an irregular student, but I am. Thank you, Smita ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. I will be introducing you to our resource person, Mr. Saurabh Barve. He will be teaching the subject GE optional chess. I will hand over to Mr. Saurabh Barve. Sir.
Yes, hello. Okay, my name is Saurabh. I have been teaching chess for about 2 years in NIFT, right? So chess is basically a good game for increasing your focus and concentration. Also, if you have a habit of getting angry soon, this game is going to help you to improve your patience, right? The game of chess is basically a battle between two armies. Most of you must have been playing chess, must have seen at least chess. So the basic thing in chess is to kill the opponent's king, right? Which is called as a checkmate to win the game. And the next important thing in chess is to capture the pieces of your opponent and save your own pieces. So it's a very simple game. There are 6 different types of pieces. I will just show you the screen so that I will explain you how I'm going to teach you. Right? You can see the screen. So there are 6 different pieces. So this is the interactive board on which I will be teaching you by sharing the screen. So these are the 6 different types of pieces in chess. And every piece has a different movement. So it's a simple game where each and every piece has different movements. And the aim is to kill the opponent's king. So kill the other pieces and to reduce the power of the opponent. Right now, how the class will be held, I will tell you. There are 2 parts in this class. First will be a theory class in which I will be telling you the names of the pieces, importance of the pieces, which piece is more important, which is a smaller piece. Next is the movements of the pieces, how the pieces move. So that is the basic theory. So first 4 or 5 sessions will be of the basics, where you have to play the games with each other. Theory will be for 1 hour and then we will be playing games with each other. And in that practice session, all these games, there is an app where we will play that game. So all your games will get recorded on that app. And again, after the practice session, there will again be a small theory session where I will see all your games. Okay, the games will get recorded, the chess games that you play, that will get recorded, and then I will tell you what mistakes you are doing. First, in the first part of the theory class, I will be telling you the steps that you have to follow. Like first, you have to play the middle pawns. The reason for that is it will make space for all the pieces to come out. Then the second step is to take out all the army, because this is a war game, battle game, where all the pieces should come out to go and capture and do checkmate on the opponent. So there are few steps, 4 or 5 steps that you have to follow. It's a very simple game. And after you play the games, I will show you, we will see the recorded games again, and I will tell you what mistakes you are doing, what you need to improve. Then the most important part that you will be interested in, evaluation or assignments. So for that assignment marks, you will have to play, we will organize a competition where you will have to play games with each other, and those who win most of the games will get 30 out of 30 marks. Then who loses only one game will get 29 marks, and so on, like that. So it's very easy. And those who are still not able to play chess very well, there will be a theory class also, theory test also for them, or if they miss that evaluation or assignment, so for them there will be a theory test where they can attend only theoretical questions. And there will also be a third kind of test. If still they miss it, then there will be simple puzzles, like queen is here and king is here. Now how should the queen go to give a check to the king, right? So first, I think there are 3 assignments. So first will be simpler, second will be a little tougher, and in the last 4 sessions, that will be advanced level that we will be learning, where there are tricks, strategies, and concepts. So that will be a tougher level. So the last assignment will be still tougher. So I think that's it from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Next is brief about Carnatic music G optional. So let me check. I can't see Annapurna ma'am over here. So let me contact her again. Is Chaya there in this meeting? Chaya, can you hear me?
Tulika ma'am, Chaya is not there, and the resource person is also not there in the panelist.
I'm
list.
calling her. Actually, yeah, I'm reaching out to faculty Annapurna, resource person. Yeah, the resource person is just joining.
Tulika ma'am,
Yeah, Yashwant.
ma'am, the resource person has not joined yet.
Yeah. She's joining. She called me twice. Just a minute. She's calling me again. Just wait to sort this out.
Okay.
So faculty one, Annapurna will be giving brief about GE optional Carnatic music by 1:30, as this has been conveyed to her. She just told me. So the next next coordinator can carry on.
Okay, dear students, we will have a break now from 1 to 2, lunch break, and we will resume with the presentations post 2 o'clock. Okay, so all of you, please be back at 2 p.m. Okay.
Yashwant, can we leave the meeting?
Yes, ma'am. You can.
Yashwant,
Ma'am.
I was told that she will be presenting at 1:30.
1:30?
Annapurna ma'am. हाँ. So
Because ma'am, जो schedule है ना, इस पर schedule
हाँ.
उसमें
no
2
problem.
बजे
So
start
we can start with 2 o'clock. मैं फिर अन्नपूर्णा मैम को 2 o'clock ही बोल देती हूँ ना.
हाँ, चलेगा. Okay, no issues.
है ना? ठीक है. We will 5-10 minutes she will brief. So we will start from where we left.
Yes, ma'am. We will start from there.
है ना? Where we left. So I will convey this to resource person of kinetic music. उन्हें भी 2 बजे बता दो.
Yes, ma'am.
छाया ने मुझे 1:30 बोला था.
Okay, but I think ठीक है ना मैम, 2 बजे स्टार्ट कर लेंगे.
हाँ, no problem. That's why मैंने बीच में इंटरफेयर नहीं किया. कोई बात नहीं. हम 2 बजे स्टार्ट करेंगे, बट वहीं से जहाँ से मतलब
हाँ, वहीं से कंटिन्यू करें. कर्नाटिक म्यूजिक से.
हाँ, कुछ टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम की वजह से वो ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाई.
ठीक है मैम.
Okay, so we can leave the meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Bye, Yashwant.
Bye everyone. Bye.